can learn everything you want at a Texas public school.
Except for banned books.
You can learn everything that's cool in a Texas public school. Just walk outside, there's one nearby. You vouch for yours and don't you wonder why. You can learn everything you need at a Texas public school.
Dang right.
You can learn everything you need at a Texas public school. Well, we got ourselves a problem down in Austin, and that's this sneaky school voucher plan. You see, it used to be that all the funds for schools were earmarked for public schools. Now, earmarked is just a fancy word that means we promise you can have all the money we raise for schools to pay for all the neighborhood public schools throughout the great state of Texas.
Damn right.
Now, they're wanting to divide up that earmarked money.
Boo! Bastards!
Now, they're thinking that some of it should go to private schools, some to religious schools that want to paddle you with the golden rule and then learn you hymns and such. But we learned about separation of church and state in public school now, didn't we?
You know that's right.
All my family went to public school, fully funded public school. Probably most of yours did too. But Austin wants to change that whole earmarking thing. My dad thought there were 3 reasons to go to public school. First, it didn't cost any extra. Next, all the neighborhood kids went to public schools. The third, and maybe the most important reason of all, was Friday night football.
Yeah.
We are in Texas, remember. Public school football was much better than private school football, and it was way better than religious school football.
Yeah.
Even God would attest to that.
Amen.
With all this going on, I figured it was about time to head down to Austin, Texas. That's where all the stuff is going on about the voucher system in Texas, and that's also where you go to protest anything and everything. So I rounded up some like-minded friends, hopped in our reconstituted VW minibus, filled the cooler, and headed to Austin.
Road trip.
There are lots of people carrying signs and protesting things they felt strongly about. So, to fit in, I made myself a sign, and I wrote this on it. I need to vouch for my public school. There were lots of signs around, about a lot of different things, too. There was a Hispanic girl there with a sign that said, "My parents came to this country with nothing and gave me everything."
Yes, sir.
I know that'll preach.
You know that's right.
I saw an old man in a wheelchair with a sign that said, "Keep the government's hands off my Medicare."
Yeah, man.
Spelled government, G-U-B-M-E-N-T. Okay, well, it's best to think these things through before you write them down and go public. I also saw a little protester, about 3 or 4 years old, perched on his dad's shoulders. The little boy was holding a sign that he had made himself. He made it with crayons and drew all sorts of squiggly lines all over the place. Didn't make any sense, didn't have any words, just crayon marks on the sign. But he seemed sincere and passionate, so I figured it's something we could all agree with. So, we need those 3 with their signs, and we need all of you without signs to join this chorus. Even if you don't like joining anything, just join in anyway and sing along. We need everyone here. You, Governor Abbott.
You sure about that?
Dan Patrick, too. Even you, Ken Paxton.
No.
Okay, when it comes around, everyone join in.
You can.
Good. Whoa, not yet, Governor. Little premature. Here it comes. You can learn everything you want at a Texas public school. You can learn everything that's cool at a Texas public school. Just walk outside, there's one nearby. Vouch for yours and don't you wonder why. You can learn everything you need at a Texas public school. You can diagram sentences and dissect frogs. Learn Lincoln, build a cabin out of Lincoln logs. You can learn everything that's cool at a Texas public school. You can learn everything that's cool in a Texas public school.
Except for the stuff they don't want you to know. Where's the library?
Bye.